Hello and welcome back to another one of Paul's beer reviews, and today I've got a lager for you, and it's a lager from Camden Town Brewery. I've not reviewed a Camden Town Brewery beer in ages. In fact, I can't even remember the last time I reviewed a Camden Town beer, but there we go. This one is their Show Off Juicy Lager from Camden Town Brewery, coming in at 5.8% ABV, so it's quite a strong lager. Loads of information on the can. I'm quite a fan of Camden Town Brewery's Hell's Lager. I drink that quite regularly. I was in Camden just last weekend, supping a few pints of that in the World's End. If you're familiar with Camden Town, then you'll know the World's End. Massive pub right by the tube station. And yeah, when I go to Camden, I like to try and drink Camden beers if I'm going to be on a session. Makes sense, doesn't it? But yeah, loads of information on this can. Loads of writing all over it. Let's see a little bit. It's got lagers are typecast as refreshing but capable of so much more. It says we're proud to show off all the things our favourite beer style can be. Crisp and clean, of course, but also hoppy and juicy like this little number. Contains barley and wheat. Loads of information. It's got a list of the malts. So Pilsner malts, Carapils, Munich and wheat. Yeasts are Bavarian lager yeast. It's been used in this one. Kettle hops used are Magnum, Chinook, Simcoe, Mosaic. Whirlpool hops, Chinook, Simcoe, Mosaic. And dry hops, Chinook, Simcoe and Mosaic. So, yeah, it lists everything that it's got going on about it. It's a good fresh one. I like the can. Like the artwork. Big, bright orange can. Can't miss this one. I picked this one up in Morrison's. So without any further ado, let's get this Show Off Juicy Lager out of its can, which is a 330ml can, into a glass, and we'll see if it's any good, shall we? Because I love a lager, and I love the colour of this one. And I'm getting a massive hoppy aroma on it, and it's got a big head on it. That is a lovely looking lager. Look at the carbonation levels on that one. Big 1 to 2 finger fluffy white head. That's a good looking lager. Gold colour, you're seeing through that, nice and transparent. Let's get an aroma. Lovely. Lovely hoppy aroma on this one. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, smells juicy. Tropical fruit, grapefruit. Big hoppy aroma. Let's get a taste. Cheers, guys. I can't wait to get stuck into this. Definitely juicy. Really juicy. Orange, grapefruit, pineapple. Big hoppy aroma. Big hoppy taste on it as well. Really hoppy. Really juicy. Really hoppy. Is it a lager though? I mean, it looks like a lager, but it smells nothing like a lager. It tastes nothing like a lager. It is a really juicy, refreshing, very light body, very watery, which you'd expect from a lager, but there was so much flavour in it. It's really good. It is really, really good, don't get me wrong. But to call this a lager confuses me a little bit. This isn't what I'm used to when I think of lagers. But this is, it's really juicy. I mean, so much of the hops have gone into this. So it's got all the Chinook, Simcoe, Mosaic, Magnum hops in there as well. It's really hoppy. It is very juicy. They've nailed it with the description, the fact they've called it a juicy a juicy beer, and they've called it a juicy lager. I would be more inclined to call this maybe a juicy pale ale. Just going on that hoppy finish. It's not as I don't know if it is as refreshing as, say, an ice cold Heineken, for example. If I've just done a day's work and you're presented with an ice cold Heineken and an ice cold pint of this, and I know what they both taste like, I would be more inclined to grab the Heineken, because it is lighter and it does exactly what you'd expect a lager to do. This is a bit more of an acquired taste. I can't see too many lager drinkers rushing out to grab this and thinking much of it. I don't see them definitely abandoning their Stellas or Heinekens or whatever in favour of this stuff. But it is good. It is good beer, don't get me wrong. I just don't think it's a particularly great lager, that's all. Really juicy, really refreshing. You get a big grapefruit, orange, pineapple flavour. Big, zesty, citrus hit when you first sip it. And then you get those hops. All those hops come in. And yeah, it's a hell of a taste experience, don't get me wrong. It's very refreshing. It does the refreshing part very well that you want the lager to do. But then that hoppy bitterness, that savoury almost flavour you get at the end of it, it kind of dries you out. It has a slightly dry finish. It makes you want to go back for it. But again, not necessarily in a good way. I don't think that lager should be particularly hoppy. I don't think it should have a long-lasting bitter taste at the end of it. I understand what Camden Town have tried to do with this. I respect what they've tried to do with this. But people will not abandon their mass-produced lagers in favour of this stuff. I think Camden their Hell's lager is a better lager than this. This is a better beer. There's a lot more going on with this. This is a much more complex, well-made beer. And it sounds really stupid, but despite that, if I want a lager, I'm going to get the Camden Hells. I'm not going to buy this one. But it's a very good, very complex beer. I say, it looks great, it smells great, it tastes great, it's really refreshing. Excuse me, nicely carbonated throughout. Yeah, but it's a very juicy, a juicy pale ale. That is how I would describe it. If I was to do a blind taste test, I would describe this as a very juicy, refreshing pale ale. With a big hoppy finish. It's nice, but it's not going to smash the lager market anytime soon. So yeah, it's hard to know how to score it because they're describing it as a juicy lager, and on the can they make a point of saying lager are typecast as refreshing, but they consider them capable of so much more. Okay, I'd say I get that, and I can understand why they've said that, and I think a lot of people might agree with it. But would you substitute your cold pint of lager for this? I don't think many people would. It's really nice. It's really drinkable. I've nearly done the whole thing already. So I've not really got a bad thing to say about it, other than it's not going to smash the lager market anytime soon. And I would still rather have a pint of Camden Hells over this if what I really wanted was a lager. So yeah, it's well worth a try though. It's very good. Camden's Show Off Juicy Lager, available in Morrison's. I think it was in there. What was it? It was in their 4 for £6 deal. I'm not sure how much it was on its own. I think it was around between 150 and 180 for the can on its own. It's well worth a try. It's a decent beer, but I won't be abandoning the other lagers in favour of this stuff though. But it's worth a try. I'm going to give this a good 8 out of 10 because it's decent. It's decent. So yeah, 8 out of 10 for Camden Show Off Juicy Lager, coming in at 5.8% ABV. Give the video a big thumbs up. Have you had this one before? Let me know. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you to those who have recently. Really do appreciate it. Welcome aboard. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one, guys. Take care. Smacking the table.